Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. Hello. Howdy. Alright. We're here. And we're doing some stuff. And or some things. Should be a nice, easy day. I spent some time yesterday refining and trying to make a little bit of a waterfall, and I think it turned out pretty good so far. So I wanted like shade of blue in there, and obviously you still have the darkness behind it, which I kind of like. I don't know, I think it looks pretty good. This I'm not sure about. Like, it feels like it needs to spill out this way, perhaps. Perchance. And this one feels like it needs to be a little bit longer. Just saying. I wasn't sure about these, but I feel like it needs to be a little longer. So I kind of think we need to replace this with the dark. Even though it's, like, kind of hidden, like you can still see it. So I don't know. I don't know if it was worth the trouble of doing it. Like, it was not a difficult thing to do. I just don't know if it was needed. You know what I'm saying? That's what I don't know right now. We're gonna try and figure that out together. Jeez, that was a crazy... Oh! Just spent hours covering up boobies in Blender. Made me thankful that I am not one of those NSFW artists. What do you mean, Lot? That's a wild thing to come in here with. What do you mean? Why were you covering boobies? Whose boobies? I have so many questions. I have so many questions, Latte. What do you mean? And if you were a not safe for work artist, couldn't you simply leave the boobies? I have many questions. And you've answered none of them. None of them, I say. Not one. Some questions are best left unanswered. Throws a smoke bomb and vanishes for a dramatic effect. The fuck? That's my response to that. The fuck? Hello? This is rude behavior. It's fucking rude. Can't just mention boba and then fucking dip. That's not how this works, Latte. Who does that? Who does that? Do we have any cyan? Oh, we do. Nice. Throws Pokemon and reappears. I see. I see. Four stacks, maybe. Alright, what is your first question? How many questions do I get? And no, that does not count as one of my questions. I think I can get everything answered with 10. That seems pretty generous, actually. I can do 10 questions. All right, number 1. Whose boobies were you covering in Blender? Ada Wong. All right. Well, there's question number 2 then. Who is Ada Wong? There's question number 2. Yep. I'm starting to think 10 may not have been enough. Fictional character in Resident Evil 2 the game. Okay. Why were you covering up Ada Wong's boobies? Jesus. They were too revealing in the mod I downloaded. Okay. Are you intending to play Resident Evil 2 on your stream? Okay, so that's why you covered up the bobas. Okay. That kind of makes sense. If you were an NSFW artist, wouldn't you be pleased about the booba? And not deterred from the booba? You should. My thoughts exactly. I'm wondering why he went to all this trouble to remove booba. My thoughts fucking exactly. Like, what? I don't understand. Ain't nothing wrong with booba. If I had some nice booba, I would flaunt the fuck out of them. Just so you know. Working on that stuff made me uncomfortable. Was it because you were shielding a fictional character from having booba? How do we do this? What do we do here? Not important right this second, I don't think. Okay, I think I still have 6 more questions. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? That looks better. Let's go take a look. It's going to be a lot of flying back and forth, a lot of to and fro today. Try to keep me sane as I do it. Yeah, I like that actually. Yeah. But it needs to be bigger. Either this needs to be bigger or this needs to be bigger. One of these two things needs to be bigger. Made you uncomfortable. I feel like I'm not going to get my 6th question answered also. Okay, I've never worked on NSFW art before, so it's very weird for me. I mean, Rule 34 exists, right? Yeah. It does exist. Having fictional boobies in your face for hours was not fun. I can only chat, but not here. I'm downloading something and my internet cannot cope. Oh. I don't know how they do it. I see. $42 licks. I don't think that's correct. I don't think that's correct. I didn't ask about the universe. I asked about the center of a Tootsie Pop. What do you mean 3 questions left? I still have like 5. What do you fucking mean? Hello? I've been fucking scammed. Call the po-po. I've been fucking scammed. One, 2, 3. Was every time I said something a question? Because some of those weren't questions. This is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. I demand more questions. It's like a traitorous genie going on here. Just wants to torture me. Whoa, how does that feel? Does that feel all right? Do I need to go bigger up here? Like, maybe it would pour down more as a result then? So, like, we need to arch it or something? I don't... It looks kind of odd from right here. So maybe we have to put like a rock in the way or something. Excuse me. Maybe we have to put like a rock in the way. Whose boobies? Who is Ada? Why cover? Are you planning on playing? Some of these didn't fucking count. Why aren't you fuck off. Fuck off. I am being fucking harassed. This man. This fucking man. He's on his lawyer bullshit right now. What if we did more... a little bit like this? If I just don't ask my questions, Latte, you're not allowed to leave, so I won't ask you any more questions. I'm pretty sure that's how this works. If I don't ask a question, then you cannot leave. I have found the plot hole. I have found it. It's mine. Is that weird? Why does it look like that? How do... I don't like this. I don't like it. I like the main waterfall. I even like the secondary waterfall. But I really want a way for this to somehow have to split. I don't even know if it needs to split there. I'm not sure. There's something off about it, and I can't quite put my finger on it at this moment. But we will, don't worry. We will. We also will add a little bit of blue glass here, because the blue gives it that, like, swirling vortex effect. I've also successfully imprisoned Latte, so I'm good to go. Splendid. Absolutely splendid. Latte's never allowed to go to bed. We have a captive audience. It's going well. It's going well. Okay, I think we just need to connect up like this. He's so sheepy. Sheepy, sheepy. He's a sheepy little guy. What if we add... Maybe I can sneak a little bit of cyan somewhere in here too. I don't know that it needs it, but I don't know that it doesn't need it either. It might need it. give it a shot. Just see how it feels, how it looks, if I am pleased with it. You can't even see it. Can't even see it. Maybe I want to do a third split? That seems wild, right? That seems fucking wild to do that. I don't know if that is advisable. But also, it could be kind of cool. I don't think it needs it, though. It does still feel like I need to do something over there, though. What the fuck is this? Okay. Replaces Ada with Catwoman SFW. Safe for work, I think. I'm pretty sure Catwoman is already NSFW. Like, out of any superhero, I am choosing Catwoman as the NSFW person, for sure. Like, without a fucking doubt. She would be the NSFW person. That actually looks pretty good. Maybe we should just leave it alone. Like, obviously the top does not look good because we just fucking cut it open. Or we just left it there at the top. We didn't make the mouth yet. Now I need to figure out the tricky thing, though. Which is, this water somehow needs to go into this river. So I wonder if I am going to do real water or fake water here. And I have to imagine it has to be fake water. Which would mean that this also needs to be fake water. It's also different heights. We're really good at this. We're really good at this. So that's where I'd want it to come out. Tits. Get off my tits. We're gonna sleep. I started watching a new show like 2 days ago, and I'm very pleased with it so far. I think it's based on a book. I've never seen it. I've never watched it. But it's going pretty good so far. It's called The Lincoln Lawyer. Where is this, Underman? Hello? Hello? Where are you? This Enderman is trolling the shit out of me. He's trolling me. He's gotta be like, yeah. That makes more sense. Have you played Horror Minecraft mods? No. No, I haven't. I have never played a horror Minecraft. Opposed to playing. I never have. Also, who the hell did not light this up, man? This is ridiculous. What are we doing? Hello? And there's a creeper in there, bro. Hello? This creeper blows up, I'm gonna be really friggin' sad. I want you to know. You little shit. Okay, creeper is done. That's two. Okay. What? Why did I do this? Can anyone explain in detail? Hello, welcome back. I have a friggin' Enderman problem, apparently. Dude, holy lord. Why did no one light this shit up? The Endermans are louder than your mic. There you are, you little bastard. There you are, you little bastard. Cheeky little bastard. I don't know what person decided not to light this up, but by loud, I mean really loud. Yeah, they're pretty loud. They're pretty loud. They are, in fact, very loud. Alright, that should be sufficient. How do we get out of here? I see. Okay. Today game sounds are louder than usual, so something is wrong. Something is wrong. Okay, hold on. Everything in OBS is correct. How the hell do I get out of here? Oh. I don't know. I don't know what it could be. Latte, get your oversensitive ears here. Wow. Latte is sleeping. Well, he's trying to sleep, but I won't ask him 2 more questions, so he's not allowed to leave. Secret, I need a opinion. I have a question. Okay, what is your question? That's looking pretty good. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Ad time, baby. What sort of time do you call this? What sort of time? What sort of time? The present? I don't know. It's very late. It is 4:40 p.m. Yes. That means it's only 9:40 p.m. for you. And you don't sleep, so is it really late? Or is it early for tomorrow? See? Yeah. Unfortunately, I do now sleep. What do you mean you now sleep? What changed in the last, 2 weeks from not sleeping to now sleeping? How would that just change? Back in action! It's getting in the way of my Atlantic things. What? What the fuck does that mean? Your Atlantic things? I don't know. Over the Atlantic. Is this like a... Is this like a Gemini thing? You know, you lot over there, not on my time zone. Uh-huh. We are not on your time zone, that's correct. You are 5 hours ahead of me. Oh, tits. My brain isn't even functioning. Correct. But you also never used to sleep, so what changed? Suddenly you're sleeping now? What the hell? You used to take naps because you'd sleep 4 hours a night or whatever. It's very unsettling, yes. Here, I will make it more settling. Gaze upon this waterfall. Will I be right back for 1 second? Alright, did you gaze upon it? This is difficult. I don't quite know. I gazed. Okay. Did it make it less unsettling? Needs more blue. Really? No, I don't want it to have more blue. Like, you gotta think, with like a crushing waterfall, like, or a waterfall that's coming straight down, a lot of what you see is like not the flowing water but the crashing. No, there will be no purple. No. Poopy head. I'm wondering if we take this back over there. I don't know. This part is difficult because I'm not really sure how to construct that part right there. Like, how am I going to build a fucking lake right there? I have no idea. And also, based on how big this is, I think we need to do more. So maybe we need to, like, bring some of this around. It would make it easy to just do it there. So let's do it there. At some point, Secret, someone will redeem the new Armadillo Sanctuary, and then we can forget that it ever existed. The old one. It will happen. It will happen. No more pink clouds. We need to make all of this the same Y level, I think. So let's start by doing this, right? Bum 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 bum. Alright, so let's kind of wrap this around the edge. It made me happy for a while. Yeah, but based on how I was able to do the Turtle Sanctuary, I now know that I can do better for the Armadillo Sanctuary. And that bothers me. So, like, the fact that I know I can do better, it very much bothers me. Alright, so that's like the basin. Basin needs to go up here. I'm not obviously going to destroy it because that's a lot of effort to destroy it. But I am going to put a sign over there that says, like, oh, sorry, pardon our dust. The Armadillo Sanctuary has moved to its final home. Something like that. Alright, so then we need to punch out all of this. Yeah, just based on the Turtle Sanctuary, the Frog Sanctuary, and the Ocelot and Bunny and Bird and Bee Sanctuary, like, I know that I can do better. And I feel confident enough to have it now, like, displayed as a result of that. And so, like, I have a perfect spot for it. It's a smaller spot, but it is visible up here on the surface, and I think that is really nice. So at some point, we will be moving the dillos over there. Alright, that works. Get rid of that moss real quick. Next step is ensuring that this is full. So let's just bring it down. You're not allowed to leave any trace of this. We have to close it off back here. And also, we know for the next one what not to do. We know that armadillos cannot have any water, and so we will do like a dry enclosure instead. And that's new for me because I never do dry enclosures. They always have a water feature. So that could be kind of cool as well. Okay, this will darken this substantially. And that's okay, I think. So, I'm wondering if we need to level this all out and then just put the water on top. I would say probably, yes. So we need green and we need brown glass. Bow, wanna know. We don't have much. We will need a little bit more brown glass, probably. Let's do what we can first, and then we'll take a look. Tits. Bam, bam, ba-da-da. Alright, so we need to do... This is weird, but just bear with me here. I think we need to bring up the stone here as well then. We did use a lot of brown here. That's fine. This can be brown. Like, it doesn't matter that these are now 3 thick. It does not matter. They just need to all be the same color so that we can put actual water here. And this shouldn't make any kind of difference here. Just a matter of doing. We make this all the same height, then we are doing good. We do need to cover up with water here, or else it doesn't work quite right. So that's fine. Can tell you right now, we definitely do not have enough glass for this. We probably have enough green, maybe. As for brown, definitely not. But this also makes this area like spawn proof as well, and that's good because it needs to be. Very much needs to be all the same height here. If it's all the same height, then we don't have to worry about it. What's up, Jebs? How you doing? Good to see ya. We're working on a waterfall feature. We are out of brown woods. Ah! That zombie scared the daylights out of me, man. I'm very tired trying to get through the jet lag. Bed soon and hopefully be back to normal. Where did you have to fly to? I know you streamed with Tekka, I want to say is her name. Tekka Cat. Something like that. Sacramento. Techno Cat. I was close. I was close. I was close. How did you meet the cat? Had to fly 9 hours to Atlanta, 5-hour layover, then 5 hours to Sacramento. Oof. It is rough for sure. Start with 4 stacks and see if that's enough. I didn't really know what it was about, but I heard you guys talking about like a shed or something. Some kind of shed. I don't know. I don't know anything about the DJ terminology. She streams from a shed. Oh, okay. Interesting. Very cool, very cool. Glad you had fun. Up, I've been transported. Cheeks has moved into somewhere else now. I am with another Palia streamer. Girly Pop, looks like. Girly Pop. Pay no attention that this is all, like, weird, how we have to do this, also. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. All the cool people are here. They are now. Welcome in, sheep. Sheepy, sheepy. Sheepy, sheepy. I don't know why, but I feel compelled. Oh, green can't go on top of brown. That's not how this works. How you doing today, sheep? Is this the waterfall? This currently is the basin for the waterfall. So, like, there has to be actual water here. And because it's over this, like, we've already built the waterfall. I need to have actual water here in this basin, though, because it will darken the inside of this a little tiny bit, which I think will help with the ambiance. And also allows us to get weird with the waterfall. We're doing pretty good, pretty good. Sounds like it would be pretty cool. I hope so. The worst part about this Minecraft world is that I don't plan anything. So I just wing everything that we do. And sometimes it turns out, and sometimes I gotta tear it down and start over. But we need to make it all the same floor level because I need to be able to flood it. So that the glass waterfall can continue. If that makes any sense. It's kind of weird. But it is a lot of extra blocks that we don't really have right now. Like, we're already out of brown. That's crazy. Let's try 2 more stacks, and hopefully I don't need to use the other 4 or the other 2. Let's try it. Let me give you a bird's eye view of the waterfall, because I think it's coming around. Would it have looked weird if you just did the top layer? No, not necessarily. So this is what we got cooking right now. Thank you. We haven't done the mouth yet, so I have to make an opening up there, but that's where the water is going to come from. So we need to do that. And then it falls, cascades to the right and down, and then it's going to cascade down this little river and then into this. And then also this one needs to flow that way into a pond probably back there. And then this one has to go down under this path. We got to make like a bridge here. And then, or like a ditch of some kind. And then it has to come and flow into this pond. Which also allows us to separate out the market district just a little bit. And I think that's going to look cool. I hope it will look cool anyway. I have no proof of concept. I've never done anything like this before, so we'll see. But step 1, though, fill this in, and then once we put water in here, we're going to be able to better tell how we're feeling. Sunset? It's almost time for a sunset. You got, like, 2 minutes, it looks like. 2 minutes, and then we can give you a sunset. Indoor voices, ma'am. Indoor voices. Indoor voices. You know. We all know how tough you are. We all know this, okay? We know that you're tough. We know you're a tough girl. You don't gotta be loud about it, though. Oh, it's raining! Why is it raining every day in this world? Why? Alright, let's get up there for our sunset, even though it's friggin' raining now. God, I don't know that you're gonna be able to see a yeah, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see a sunset now. That's so sad. Stupid rain. It rains every day. We can wait for the next one. Okay, fair. As soon as it becomes night, I can sleep, and then we'll wait for the next one. And hopefully it's not freaking raining. Dude, are we actually going to need the other 2 stacks of brown glass? Why did I think this was going to not take 8 stacks of brown glass? Hello? What's your problem, man? What's your problem? 8 stacks is crazy. I don't know who did it, but someone made this basin a little too big. Just like everything in this world. Everything in this world is too large, to be honest. Alright, you gotta wait 10 minutes for your sunset. I'm sorry. The rain had other plans. The rain had other plans. Right. Just secure the... Oh, no. Cannot have blue glass there. Blue is bad for our health. At least in this particular spot. I don't know if I actually ever asked Jebs, what do you do for work? Check. Is there... Oh, wait. Hold on. You still kind of get a sunset. Hold on. It's not bad. I think you missed a green one under the blue bit. Okay, I'll take a look. Export sales. Oh, okay. All right, that is the sunset. All right, let's get rid of this rain because it's obnoxious and here and... That's not a job you hear very often. It is not. Do you... Under the blue one, you say? So, like... Here? I don't think I missed one, unless that was it. We will find out as soon as I pour water in here, I'll tell you that. We will find out if I have missed any. Very quickly. Now let's go get our water, get a little bit of stone. Stone, that should be enough. We need buckets. 2. My axe. Oh, I forgot. That's what I was gonna do. The axolotls were stuck. They're still stuck. They're still stuck. Okay. So what we need to do is do that, and then put a blue one there. That, and then do a blue one there, and then do that. And yeah, those have to be solid blocks because they are preventing my axolotls from moving. Ed time, baby. Miguel, Lewis, go. I swear to God, if you get stuck in that again. What is wrong with you? Hello? Hello? Sir? Both of them were, apparently. They both just yeeted back into the corner. Alright, Lewis. In. Miguel. In. Okay. If we just do this, and we do that, in theory, we should be able to do this to prevent him from getting stuck. So it still looks like there's water, but obviously there's not. Alright, will you guys get back stuck in action? Please don't get stuck again. Theoretically, now that it's a full block and not a corner block, they should be fine. We'll come check on him in a little bit. We'll see if he's still free to move about the country by himself. We'll see. Alright, just a little bit of stone action in here. And I think we have a couple more spots that we just need to secure, and then we should be good to add the water. Oh, we did miss a green one. It's really hard to tell if you've missed any or not. Really hard to tell. Alright, let's go. I want to see how dark this will get down here as well. Alright, let's flood this whole thing. Sending more positive vibes to my work break. Good Lord, I can't speak. Hi, Frantic. Thank you for the positive vibes. Okay, I think that works. Now we just need to fill it in with one more layer. I'm doing pretty well. Pretty well. Getting our waterfalls put in place right now. Is that all of it? Not quite. I actually can't tell, by the way, if we have missed any spots or not. But it doesn't appear like we have, so that's pretty good. Yeah, it works you're doing too, yeah. The works is never fun. Whoa! We're halfway through! Okay, so it looks like water. Excellent news. Excellent news. How dark is it down here now is something we first need to look. If it's too dark, I may have to do other things. Oh, that looked sick. Hold on. Go down here. Oh, look at that. That actually looks so cool. Oh yeah, in case you haven't seen, Jebs, this is the turtle cave. We have finished the turtle cave. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We even got turtles on. Oh, sheep is on a lily pad. Yeah, lots of effort here for sure. And there's like even bubble columns, so every now and again you see like fish just shoot out of the water like that. We got little like cattails here. They're sticking out of the water like that, which looks really nice. And I'm very happy with how it turned out. Very, very happy. And also, it's not that dark. I thought it was going to be way darker in here, and it's not, so I'm pretty happy about that as well. Alright, so next... There you go. Hi, baby girl. I've been transported again! The Cheeks raided someone, and that person raided someone else. I keep getting transported. Gotta go back. Seeing that made me happy. Have a good one. Bye, Frantic. Thanks for dropping in. Have a good day at work. Alright, so we then need to carry this area down this cliff. So I guess let's start with the waterfall itself. I guess. I almost wish I had made this a higher level, which I guess we could still do. Like, we could go up one, like, pretty easily. Because from here to the ground is only, like, 5 blocks. Yeah, we should probably do that. We can't... Well, we can... What's underneath this? Is there stone under this? We can. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think we want to go 1 block higher then. Let's do that. Oh, hold on. I gotta give Jebs his good sunset now that it is not raining anymore. There we go. There we go. At some point, we need to make that entire island disappear, by the way. We literally will have to chop this entire island down. I think. The whole, yeah. Because I laid out the marker. You can see in the sand there. Well, not the sand. The ocean, but, you know, like a drawn line in the sand. You can see that there is a line. And that line is the back of the mountain. So it's going to go all the way and connect up there on this entire surface. And the reason we would have to get rid of this island is because it's too close to the mountain. So we would have to get rid of this entire island, I think. Which I don't think will be that bad because we only need to bring it down to sea level. So it shouldn't be that terrible. Yeah, there is another portal over there. I forgot why I have another portal over there, but there is, in fact, another portal over there. I don't know where it goes to, but it goes somewhere, I'm sure. Jesus, my sneezes have been crazy today. I hear a child! I hear a child! You dead. Alright, let's raise this up at least one layer. Hello. Stop it. Let's sleep, because there's apparently no safe place right now. It definitely goes to the nether, but like where in the nether, I don't know. Where? Jeez, look at that. Oh, they're underneath my... Oh, no. Oh, I didn't think that one through, did I? I didn't think that one through. I think this is allowed to just be stone here. I think that's probably fine. And then we just need to bring up this layer here, and then it should be okay. Okay, so let's bring it up one more layer, just so that we have a little bit more height here. This actually might make it a little bit darker in here as well, because the more layers of water you add, typically the darker it becomes underneath it. Which is fine, because I'm okay with it being a little bit darker in there. Darker ain't gonna hurt nothing. Alright, there we go. So now... Yeah, that should be good. So now we can probably bring down our waterfall here. And we need this waterfall. The only reason that we are building a waterfall here is to cover the entrance of the turtle cave. Like, I don't want you to just be able to, like, walk into it. You have to, like, you know, go underneath the waterfall to find this. So that's kind of like the idea that we're working on here. So let's drop right here. We want to do probably like this, like that, and maybe even like that. Let's grab the white stained glass and the blue glass. Bring another brick rack just in case. Alright, so let's just do one layer at a time, and then that will determine what we got going on here. One more layer, one more. So we need to cover that up, because that will not look good. I'm okay with tearing off a little bit of this mountain, to be honest. Let's see. Something like this. Made it through an extra 30 minutes. Now I must sleep. Okay, Lee. Bye, Secret. Thanks for dropping in. Thank you. We will hopefully make progress. We'll see. We'll see. And don't worry about the ground of the terrain right here, right now, because it's gonna have to be changed anyway. I'll leave you tapped. Okay. How do we want to do that? Do we want to do like a secondary pool here? Maybe. Like, this narrow channel doesn't feel quite right. So if we just make this whole thing into a secondary basin, maybe that feels more correct. Let's get our hoe, which is thanks, Obama. Let's get Obama. Let's go, Obama. You and me, buddy. Alright, so something like that. We got to get rid of the green glass here to do a basin, because it looks kind of silly that we didn't fill all of this junk in right here, so we should fill that in. And then I don't know that I'm allowed to. I think that's the ceiling in there. So we'll have to cover this over with one block, I guess. I want to do a pretty big waterfall, so maybe we make it come up to here as well. Alright, next step, get rid of all of the green glass right here. And then we gotta fill in these cracks and crevices because someone left them unattended, and I don't know why we did that. So hopefully, whoa, there you go. I don't think this part will take too long, but we definitely need to get rid of all this glass. which will be the longest part, I think, but once we get rid of all the glass, then we need to fill our inventory with a bunch of stone, fill in the crevice, and then we gotta see what we want to do. Enjoy your rest. Thanks for popping in. Always a pleasure. Have a good night. Enjoy your slumber. Also, why can't we, like, you can say have a good day, but you cannot say enjoy your next 24 hours, because one of those two things sounds menacing. The other one sounds normal. Enjoy your next 24 hours. Mwahahaha. Only sounds menacing if you are being a menace. A fair point, young sheep. A fair point. I don't know why I'm bothering to silk touch all this, because I'm not probably going to use any of this. Like, I'm not really going to pick it up before it despawns, so... Get rid of all the glass. Let's pick up a bunch of stone. As a friendly streamer. Indoor voices, ma'am. Indoor. Use your indoor voices. As a family-friendly streamer. Yep, definitely family-friendly. PG Christian family broadcast. You nailed it. Indoor voices. Shh. No need to yell. There is no need to yell. Okay, let's just seal this up so I don't ever have to worry about it again. Fill in every nook and every cranny. Dude, who did this? Who did this? You just left a bunch of holes in here, guy. What are you doing? Why did you do this? What's wrong with you? This is why we can't have nice things. Because you just leave things like this. And then, next thing you know, there are mobs everywhere. Mobs everywhere. We have plenty of stone, so this shouldn't be really a problem. But it does need to get repaired, because it is going to drive me a little crazy. Dude, what in the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? Oh my goodness. I keep, like, going deeper into it, and the more I go into it, the more I'm like, oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. Hello. Okay, good. We finally found an ending, maybe. finally found an ending. Alright. Yeah, if we're gonna do it, we should literally do it right. And if we're not gonna do it right, we shouldn't do it. Trying to remedy that right now because for whatever reason I didn't bother to fill in any of this. I was just like, ah, torches are fine, who cares? It's not a good idea. If we do this, then the chance of Endermen spawning over here is greatly reduced, and obviously if they do spawn here, then they cannot teleport into this, and then they can't get stuck, and then we don't have to go looking in the walls for them at some point. Which does happen. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch! Even more. There's even more. It feels like it goes all the way around the cave. Not all the way. It should stop fairly soon. Maybe. It should maybe stop soon. Little elbow grease, it's fine. It's fine. It does go pretty far though. I will say that. It does go pretty far though. Oh boy. Right. I've committed now. There's no turning back. Sorry. Bear with me here. I know it was waterfall day, but now it is filling in hole day. There is no going back. We have to fix this now. I see the end, though, I think. I see the end. Probably. Probably. Look at this. Not bad at all. This will only take us like a half hour or so, and then we'll be back to our regularly scheduled programming. Also, we are just about out of stone, I'm pretty sure. Just about out of stone. But we do need to move all the resources here anyway, so this kind of helps us get rid of some of those resources. And it makes us feel just a little bit safer, so... Okay. think we may have hit the wall here. Yeah, looks like we've hit the wall. So, it shouldn't be long now. Just seal it up nice and tight, and we'll forget that it ever existed. Ad time, baby. Ad time. Oh, wow. Will we make it to the corner before we run out of stone? Like, obviously, we're definitely going to have to go back because there's still quite a bit that needs to be filled in here, but maybe we make it to the corner. How safe it is in here now, though. Oh, I think we've just about made it to the back corner. In action. Back from ads. Beautiful. We've made it to the first corner. Will we make it to the second corner? Nope, that's it. That's all we got. Alright, so let's go back, get a butt-ton more stone. Get stuck in here. Nice. Nice. Alright, that's like a quarter of it. Luckily for us, we have a ton of stone. Yeah, you'll never even notice that I just did all that, by the way, but I'll know. We'll know. We will know. Hate to ask, does it go to the other way too? It might. It might. I don't think it goes as far in that direction, but yes, it probably does go in that direction. We're almost done, though. We're almost done. Won't you feel so much better, though, knowing that we didn't take any shortcuts and we filled the whole thing in? Alright, perfect. Love side quests, perfect, because we get distracted often. Very often. In case you're wondering what this yellow and stuff is right here, this is actually the house that is on the other side. It sticks into a mountain, and that's where the Turtle Cove is. Everything is pretty tight. pretty tight in here. Which is kind of good, because I like it to be very compact like that. All right. I think that this did absolutely need this. And then we won't have to worry about it anymore, because we found like 5 Endermen hiding in the walls, which is crazy. I don't want Endermen hiding in my walls. Almost to the other side. We really need to start organizing our chests as well here. It's starting to become a real chest monster outside now. But this also kind of helps with that, because we can reduce the amount of inventory that we currently possess, and thus less blocks that we have to move at some point, so that's fine. Oh, we've made it to one side. Hallelujah. How bad is it on the other side? Let's find out. How bad is it? This one seems not as deep, so I have high hopes here. And it only goes to there! Oh wait, no it doesn't. I lied. Okay, we don't know how deep it goes in this hole over here. We'll have to find that out. We don't know the answer to that. Hopefully that's not too far. I would have to imagine that we're almost out of stone again, also. Let's do the whole side first, and then we'll go get more stone and do the other side, I suppose. So we only need to bring this up to this level, which is not bad. All right, let's finish off this layer, and then we'll see what we're in for over there. Do need to fill our inventory of stone first, though, just to ensure we have enough. That is good. We might have enough, but let's just hop down, get some more, and then we for sure will have enough. Alright, one side completed. What do we got over here? How bad is it? Oh, that's not bad at all. Look at us. Look at us! You thought it was gonna be the whole side. Not even close. We're not even gonna need all this stone then. Okay, good. Alright. And then we just need to do that, and then we're out. I'm gonna click as fast as I can to get all this going. That, do this, do the top. All right, home stretch here. Home stretch. Sweet home. Okay. I think it's nighttime now. Hey, we did it. Alright. Cave is now sealed completely. Does not exist any longer, so we can feel good about that. And it's perfect time for us to shriek. Alright, so I've lost the plot. Alright. What were we doing? We need to connect this to that, I guess. That's not going to be enough of the white stained glass. Can see how much junk is still over here, by the way. Alright, so if it's like that, it probably would just kind of follow this, I would imagine. Follow the curvature and the height. Follow the curvature. And follow the height. We could put mud under that, I guess, if we want. No, we can't. No, we can't. We could if we raised it up a block. Though I don't know if this needs to be... like, if there will be actual water here. Okay, so... I feel like you want to connect then to... Just to like show that the water is like actually continuing through there. It's kind of weird, right? But I think that is important. These need to be blue. Need to have a little bit of blue going through here. Connect the blue up there. Something like that, maybe. Just shows like a little bit of continuation. And then that, how does that look? Let's take a peek. That actually kind of works. Huh. That kind of works. It needs a little bit more blue, but I actually kind of like that. And then you need a basin of some kind here to make that all come together, I think. So just a little bit more blue here. And obviously we still have to do the like detail of this waterfall too, but one thing at a time. So I guess you would build like a little channel around this then, huh? To contain the water. I guess that makes sense. Let's add a little bit more blue, and let's add a little bit of cyan, probably. If we can find the cyan, there it is. Alright, so I'd like to add a little bit more. Something like that, and then just little bits of the cyan in here, just to help with the color differentiation. Let's take a peek. Oh. Yeah, that looks good, and I love this placement of this tree, actually, that it obscures a little bit of that. I think that is wonderful. And then we gotta figure out this wall. This wall is kind of flat, so we gotta figure that out. And we also have to figure out this brick. This brick is not at the right level anymore. And I would say maybe just flood the sides here, just encase it a little bit, and then this one is not quite right as well, so we're gonna have to bring that up. Let's get some brick, which maybe is over here. There is a little bit of brick. That is not much brick. I don't think there's any brick in there. So this has to be up a block. This needs to go away. And then if we just do this correctly, we can keep all the water in here. Do the varying levels is fine, and then maybe add just a splash of water in here as well. We have it, right? We might as well use it. Just like here a zombie. Just like that, and then it runneth down a little bit. Runs down a little bit like that. You add just a smidgen of the blue into it. You add a smidgen of the cyan into that. I need a new vantage point. That looks so nice, actually. The water flowing to the little ditch, I really actually like. I like that a lot. And then we can add water in here. What should the ground be? The ground should probably be like mud, right? Instead of all of these vibrant colors. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Okay, get rid of the brick. And we could even have a second falls there, and then the entrance is gonna be like behind there, I think. Take a look at this. So it would have to come from that waterfall there and then come down like here. Like right there. We need more white stained glass, and then do we want to use mud or do we want to use maybe like the runoff? Maybe we just make this more like clay. Clay could work. Because you have a lot of clay right here, so to blend the two things together, that feels correct. All right, more white glass. Do we have any more regular glass? We do. Do we have any bone meal? We do not. We do have more rockets, though. We do have mud. We have plenty of mud. Do mud. Alright, let's do this then. So we want do we want that though? Like it kind of clashes really hard. So maybe we just leave this. Maybe we just leave this then. Clash is really, really hard. The glowstone is an issue. it is an issue a little bit. So we have to go like this, bring it down 1 block, then put like a leaf on top of it, and then that should work. Where's the leaves, bro? You're telling me I don't have a single leaf left over here? Are you? There's no way. There's no way. Need to have bed. Good luck. Looking epic. Thank you, Sheepy. Have a good night. Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate ya. Yeah, it's looking good. Alright. Let's do gray glut. No, can't do. We need leaves. Where's all my leaves? Where? Spruce leaves? Spruce leaves could work, actually. We'll use spruce leaves. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, that way we don't have to worry about that. And if we just drop all of these down, then we should not have any problems. Alright, that'll help. We still have the light here, and then we don't have to worry about it because all of this becomes dark, and we put it underneath the water. Alright, do something like that. Hide all the glowstone that we have here. Oh, it is gonna turn... What is this? It's terracotta. Did we not add concrete in here? It's gonna turn that into concrete, but that's fine. Okay, so we're also gonna need to move all of this shit. Like now, by the way. Because now it is all in the way. And that's not great. You also cannot have dirt there because that just looks out of place. And you also cannot have dirt here. So, do we have any green terracotta? I swear I'm missing a ton of blocks here all of a sudden. I don't know where they are. Alright, green concrete, green wool. That'll work. Gray terracotta, sure. Gray, gray, green, green, green. Okay, come through here. Green, 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 gray, wool, green, gray, green, 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 wool, gray, gray. Add the water back underneath here. just like that. And then we do need a couple of panes, so we'll use the green panes here. Ad time, baby! And we want to do that to prevent any water from escaping through there. This is gonna look a little weird, I'm not gonna lie, but it should be fine. Like, you're not gonna look too heavily at this, so whatever we do should not impact it that much. We got water. Second bucket of water. Alright, let's fill it. Should we fill it first, or should we... I mean, honestly, we should probably... Ah, they're still swimming. Nice. Just want to see how it looks, I guess. It might look a little weird, but... No, we don't want that. Does that need to be a full block then? Probably needs to be a full block. It's fine. I don't really want
Back in action.
The actual water flowing in there, so let's just use a full blocks for that. I do sometimes forget that you can waterlog these things, and that's unfortunate. Unfortunate. Alright, that's fine. You'll barely see that. And get a little bit more water. Okay, we fill that up. Something like that, probably. Fill that up. Don't want it in the leaf. Fill it up roughly to the same layer. Alright, that's fine. Still lit up. Glass is spawn proof, so we're good there. And then this needs to be the same. But to do that, we need to get rid of all of those chests. So, I guess let's do that. Alright. Let's move all the stone first. Even though I guess I could just do adult things and just use the stone for the damn mountain so that we don't have to move it. Because otherwise we'll have to move it back. Damn, from here that looks sick. I like that a lot, actually. Is that shulker still over here? It is. What's in it? I see. I see. Let's just put all of this in here. Put our wool downstairs and get rid of all these random miscellaneous blocks. Alright, put a bed, sure, whatever. Shears. Alright, cool. White glass, white glass. Oh, do we have any more? Probably not. Okay. We're actually at a good stopping point. We're gonna go ahead and call it there, I think, for today. And yeah, hold one moment, please. And no one I want to raid is on at the moment, I would say. And it might be, but all right, we're gonna call it there. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and until next time.